Hello everyone, you're welcome to my channel. I hope you're doing well and you're having a great day. You know, this situation has been going on now for some time where South Africa, the citizens, some of the citizens, let me put it that way, don't want no foreigners, some kind of foreigners in their country. Yeah. They don't want the Africa foreigners, if I could put it that way. That's how it seems to us. That's how it seems to some people. They want them out. But they come with, oh, because they are not this or that, or because they're just going after certain people. It's a lie because even those who are very established in the country, they still don't want them. And some Nigeria has died in the process of this. But that's not even the most painful thing is that you're the same. You're just fighting each other for no reason. And you have the South Africans in other countries like Nigeria, like Ghana, like Zimbabwe. Just the list goes on. And it's come to where the xenophobia has come to where people are now retaliating. This is not good. It's not the best thing, but I want to hear what you think when you watch this video. When I saw this video, I said, okay. Because the people, when we begin to retaliate, when we begin to go to an eye for an eye, it's not going to be, who is going to stop it, first of all? It's not going to be fun. And yeah, yeah. Okay, take two, take two, take two. Take two. Hello, everyone. You're welcome to my channel. This is Word for Word. Take three, take three, take three. Hello, everyone. You're welcome to my channel. This is Health World View. I hope you're having a great day. Thank you for stopping by. If you have not subscribed, do please subscribe, like, share, click the notification button so that when we're on or upload a video, you will be notified. Life is amazing, yeah. Life is a wonderful thing. So it's good for us to respect life, respect people, respect the life of other people, honor other people. Why? Because they might be the one you need tomorrow. You never know. You know. That brings me to my topic today, which is the South Africa xenophobia phobia and the retaliation that is coming, that has happened. Oh my, I don't know what the future holds, what is going to happen in the future. So, in the truth of it, other countries are beginning to say, no, we have to retaliate. We don't gonna accommodate this. There's a young artist. She's a singer. She's been to Nigeria before. Now she was booked ticket to come to Nigeria to sing. People like her there. They do like her song. They like her. But because of what happened in her country, South Africa, they don't want her to come. I mean, they went on the social media, said, don't come, we don't want you, blah, blah, all of those stuff. She has to cancel. They have to cancel the concert. What it has cost her financially and emotionally. That's a big rejection. Absolutely, absolute rejection, yeah. Then you look at it, you say those who has always wanted your music, now they say we don't want you. I think one of the reasons is, or you didn't say nothing when they were dealing with the people from my country, according to them, from their country. You didn't do nothing, you know? You didn't do nothing. You didn't say nothing, you didn't write nothing, you were silent. So why do you want to come to our country and and play? And we come and watch you and pay you to entertain. We don't want you. Since you were silent, even for those who died, no, you're not a politician. We got it. But you have voice, you have a platform that people will listen, that even your government will listen. Maybe the people who are going after the foreigners there will listen because they listen to your voice or they like your music. You might influence one or two people, but you didn't. So don't go to our country. Don't go to my country. We don't want you. So they have canceled. Let's hear what others are saying about it.
The xenophobic crisis in South Africa has intensified this week following the brutal and alleged killing of a Nigerian national, Chika Ibe, by security forces. Now, a new video filmed by a Nigerian woman showing fresh anti-immigrant protests erupting on the streets of South Africa is sparking fierce debate online. In the video, the woman declared that South Africans have started again. Let's take a look.
Now, wow. Hey, Africa started again. Hey, 29 July. Yeah, July 2026. I have a channel so kita me paper show. That is no be small thing. And I know about that one day one topic, one day one problem is well.
This is disgraceful. Despite 5 repatriation flights, diplomatic meetings, and calls for calm, the streets of South Africa are telling a different story. Meanwhile, this is all coming as South Africa's Consul General in Lagos, Professor Bobby Moore, is calling for healing and reconciliation between Nigeria and South Africa, telling a business forum in Lagos on Thursday that Nigeria stood with South Africa when the world was silent and funded their freedom. He further asked how a single moment of anger could erase decades of solidarity, urging both nations to fall in love again with each other's land. I mean, these are powerful words by Professor Moreau, that's his name, and he is right that Nigeria and South Africa share a deep bond, but that bond must be backed by justice, accountability, and genuine protection for Nigerians living in South Africa. You had a question.
How?
What?
No. See,
what was your question?
Full disclaimer. Bobby is my friend. How do you want Nigeria and South Africa to fall in love again when the government of South Africa has been aiding all of this level of criminality against Nigeria? When somebody came here, a South African representative, what's that guy's name? Lamole. Lamole. When he came here and he started telling us to our face, Lamole. When he came here, and after he left here, they went to write on their website that, criminals, drug peddlers, and all of that. When they came here, they did all sorts of things. When a South African minister was openly saying they will not pay compensation to people's property that were taken, how, Bobby, do you want us to fall in love?
Okay, but you can't blame Professor Moro. He's a diplomat. Consul General of South Africa to Nigeria, speaking to a group of Nigerians at a breakfast meeting. He's doing his job. He's a diplomat.
I think he spoke very well.
So diplomats,
the other ministers or the people that have been speaking about this whole crisis in South Africa, I think he spoke very well.
Oh no,
and
he's repeating a script, which is a South African script, because South Africa has embarked on diplomatic, engagements. The Lomola was in Ghana. From Ghana, he came with his team to Nigeria. And all of this is just to see how they can mend fences.
Yes.
So he was playing out his script.
I have a comment.
So I wouldn't blame him for what he said.
I have a comment.
I say how.
It's called diplomacy.
Dr. Abati,
as bad as the situation is in the Middle East, they are still looking at diplomacy.
You see what we do is hypocrisy. It's not diplomacy.
Well,
these South Africans,
it's an established field of
they know that the true diplomacy will be justice. You can't be coming to say let's fall in love with each other. Orji is reporting that they still were attacking Nigerians as at yesterday. Yeah. So your diplomacy is not in tandem with what is on ground in South Africa. Orji, yesterday, Ireti Bakari still sent me a message. How some South African news agency were declaring her a persona non grata.
Yes. But
that is still going on ground in South Africa.
This must end. This must end. I
so
mean,
what are
South
we saying?
Africans were out on the streets on Tuesday, as reported by that Nigerian woman. But, you know, I'd like to tie in all these stories together. Meanwhile, Grammy-winning South African singer Tyla has removed her Lagos show from her upcoming A-pop world tour after an outpouring of backlash over the ongoing xenophobic attacks against Nigerians in South Africa. Tyla had made the announcement that her world tour in Lagos will take place on December 22nd on social media, and Nigerians reacted in droves, calling for a boycott of the concert, questioning how Tyla could perform in Lagos while staying silent about the violence against Nigerians in South Africa, including Kogi Central Senator Natasha Akpoti-Uduaghan, who called on the Nigeria Immigration Service and the federal government to review visa applications from South African artists and their entourages, invoking the principle of reciprocity in foreign policy. And I'll read her post on Facebook in part. Natasha wrote, "If it is confirmed that our Nigerian artist Arya Star and her team were denied entry visas to South Africa, leading to the cancellation of their engagements, then Nigeria should respond with equivalent measures until Nigerian citizens and artists are accorded fair and respectful treatment. This is not a call against Tyla as an individual. Rather, it is a call for Nigeria to uphold the principle of mutual respect that underpins international relations. Reciprocity is a recognized instrument of diplomacy. When our citizens face discriminatory or unjust treatment abroad, Nigeria must demonstrate that such actions carry corresponding consequences. Our foreign policy should protect the dignity of Nigerians everywhere and ensure that respect between nations is mutual, not one-sided. Viva Nigeria." And I also said Viva Nigeria when I read this post on X. There is the principle of, that's what I just read. There is the principle of reciprocity, really, at this point. And I'd like for you to chime in on that as well.
In 2019, Burna Boy was doing a tour. And because he had a public spat with AKA on the same xenophobic attacks, South Africans made a call that they should boycott his concert. In November of that year, they cancelled the concert because of mounting security concerns and also due to the fact that there were low ticket sales as a result of these boycotts. And when they cancelled the concert, they were rejoicing on social media, saying, yes, we will not have you. In this spirit of reciprocity, I think Nigerians and Nigeria has been spat on the face for too long by South Africa. And until we are able to respond aura for aura, as the Gen Z say, I don't think they will get the message. And so it's sad that it's now getting to this level, because I do agree with you that we cannot continue. Like, Africa will not move forward if two of its giants are at loggerheads.
Correct.
But in the same vein, Nigeria also deserves justice, and Nigerians deserve to be treated properly. And so that is why, until they address these concerns, you cannot come and enjoy, the last time Tyla was here, she enjoyed such warmth, welcoming people in Nigeria, and then they treat us badly in their country. That is unfair. And so while I'm sad that, this has escalated to this level, South Africa has to be serious about the way it is dealing with xenophobia. If Africa and Nigeria, Nigeria does not stand up to it, we will not see an end to this.
Yes, absolutely. I mean, I like your point there. But for me, when I saw the story trending over social media, what I said was, I think Tyla has a responsibility to speak against this xenophobic attack. I know she's young, and a lot of artists don't like to tie their craft
to politics.
They don't like to tie their craft to politics. But I think for me, she is the face of Africa at this point when it comes to music. She has been given a Grammy Award. I'm just saying at this point,
our people.
Globally, she's been recognized as, the Afrobeat sensation, the first female artist and all of that, the youngest African artist. She has all of that to her name, and I think that it behooves on her to speak. This is my opinion. I believe it behooves on her to speak against, artists are known to use their platform to, make change, to create change. So advocacy, and this is all I had to say about that particular.
You made a great point.
In
all fairness to Tyla, I think it's a double-edged sword for her.
Yeah.
Because it's easy when you're advocating for something that is not your country, because there are also local sentiments in our country, despite the fact that it's bad, and also advocating because it relates to other country. So it's a very difficult one for her, and I understand why she might probably not want to speak about it.
I don't know about it being a country thing. I think it has
it's a country thing.
No, I'm talking about humanity. I'm talking about the killing of people. You can actually speak against that. That's all I'm saying.
But South Africans don't see it that way. The local folks that are perpetrating this act don't see humanity again.
I'm not justifying what they see.
They don't see humanity again.
I'm making a point.
The
role of an
in
artist.
society.
It's a tough balancing act.
She can be diplomatic about it. She can be very diplomatic
but it's difficult.
Without taking sides. And she will be welcome to Nigeria, and this whole thing will quell the whole situation, because she is actually leading the young demographic of people that don't even know that we stood for South Africa, that we fought for South Africa. And you donated your money too, did you? Money to South Africans, and this is what we need to learn now. And I'd like to just quickly highlight, comments that have already been made. I mean, the escalating xenophobic crisis in South Africa. President Cyril Ramaphosa on Tuesday called on African leaders to work together to create economic opportunities across the continent, generating fierce debate on the continent. This is South Africa's Minister of International Relations, Roland Lamola Rufai, who visited Abuja on Monday, declared that Nigerians who lost businesses during the xenophobic attacks can still pursue legal ownership of their abandoned assets, saying all hope is not lost. I mean, this is just really the summary of all of that.
Registered, and you have the papers.
Fantastic.
And now South Africa is saying conveniently that we should have shared responsibility to fight xenophobia.
Right.
No, we must first establish those who are guilty, and it's the South Africans that are guilty.
The South Africans are guilty.
Are we the ones killing
well, all right.
Wow. So what do you think about all of this? What we heard from this panel? You know, during the time where South Africa was facing apartheid in Nigeria, we're told that they were really everything. They supported financially in every way for South Africa. Do you think that not teaching history the way we should in Africa, the way Africa should teach their history, their own history, is part of all of this. It's causing some situation now where they don't know who is their friend, because they were never told. The young ones were never told. What do you think about it? Do you think if they have been taught the history of their country in details, I believe that these were people that were supporting them. These were the countries that we could depend on during these years of suppression, oppression, or whatever else, these young ones, they would have been able to say, oh, wow, okay, we know these are our brothers, our sisters. We'll be kind to them. They won't see them as foreigners. They won't see them as oh, you're not part of us. Let me know what you think. Or do you think it's time for Africa to really go deep in teaching African history in their own way? Don't hesitate to leave us a comment. And don't forget to subscribe, like, share, click the notification button. When we're on, we'll notify